Just not something. Hello, welcome back to the Eternal October podcast. Yeah, that was the real intro.
Oh my god.
We're here. This is episode 12.
Hey.
And I'm James.
I'm Lauren.
And yeah, I had to do a little reference to the topic today.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
who know will know. I'm already sniffling. We're doing our top 5 favorite YouTube channels each.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what we're doing. It is late. I'm hoping we can pound our way through it.
Yeah.
I believe in us.
Well, that's because you waited too long.
But I don't know. The video length is there. Or the length on Spotify. Well, we should talk for a second about how we're on Spotify and we're called Network of Pod, unfortunately. And
You created the name.
And there's a really dumb generic picture to go along with it.
It's the picture that you, like, if you went to your grandma's house when you were young and she had that, like, as her wallpaper on her desktop on Windows. That's what this is.
It's a tent with a fire on a mountain or some shit. But we're there. So what happened there is I was creating our Podbean account, and we didn't have names yet for anything, but we had a release date. So I needed to get the shit up there, so it could come out when we wanted it to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And since we had not thought of a channel name, and not even all the podcasts had names yet at that point, I was just like, fucking, I don't know. And I thought of some shit that had never been taken that I thought, would just be the email account.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm like, we're like a network of podcasts.
Woo.
Because we got 3 podcasts on one channel. 3 pods in a pod. And so, yeah, that's where Network of Pod came from, because our email was based off of that. And then I discovered that I could not change the name of our quote-unquote channel.
Mm.
And now we're on Spotify as Network of Pod. And not Unchecked Ramblings, which is what I eventually came up with for the YouTube channel, which, that name's okay. It's not great or anything, but it's way better than Network of Pod.
Agreed.
That's all I gotta say. Anyway, yeah, we're places. You can find us. You just might have to type in some stupid stuff and look at some stupid images. And, yeah, today we're talking about YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Let's do it, I guess. I don't know. Did you want to... This was originally going to be a top 10, and then it was like I didn't want to, take so long, as I already explained. So if you want to ramble off some honorable mentions, or if you don't, it's totally up to you. I think I might as well, because I've got some.
Do you have some honorable mentions?
Oh, I'm just going to scroll through my subscription feed, which is much smaller than yours, so it's going to be easier for me to just pick some out and say. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about any of these channels, but I'll just say, hey, I watch these people sometimes.
Well, then, if you want to go ahead and do that, you can go first.
That's what I'll do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got Chris Stuckman, of course, movie reviewer.
He's on mine, I guess.
I watch him much less since he changed up his whole thing, which I feel like is true for a lot of people. But no disrespect to him, I get why he does it. I get why he is doing what he's doing. Should I be more specific about that or not? Because now I'm like, someone might listen and not know who that even is.
Well, I mean, yeah, you might as well.
Okay,
I
yeah.
guess,
So he's
yeah.
a movie reviewer who used to, talk about most movies that came out and give them a score, like typical movie reviewer shit. But in the last couple of years, he made the conscious decision not to talk about movies anymore that he doesn't like, and completely remove the grading system because he's also a filmmaker and he thinks it would be weird for him to be shit talking his contemporaries. So.
Yep.
I follow all that line of logic, and I respect the man, but I definitely miss when I didn't know immediately. Like, I missed the surprise of what he thought about a movie. Now I see an upload, and I'm like, I guess he liked it. So,
It was
from a
kind of
content standpoint, it's a bit stunted for me.
it's kind of cool back when he had his grading system, and you can tell whether he liked a movie or not just from like his thumbnail.
Yeah. Play the guessing game.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll talk less about everyone else then. D'Angelo Wallace, he's cool.
Hey, I
He's-
love him.
He's a cool boy. I don't watch a whole lot of people in that genre, but he's one of the good ones. Whew, okay. Gabby Bell, she's cool. I dig her content. Game Grumps. Well, we all know I've watched Game Grumps for a long time now.
Anyone who knows you knows that.
Yep, but yeah, like 6 years ago or something, they probably would have been number one. It was like all I watched for a little while. But well, I guess you'll see what happened. Because you'll see who's in my top five now. I guess I'll put H3 Productions, the channel, the dead channel. Everyone knows that was good shit. I Hate Everything. Jack's Films.
Whoop whoop.
I mean, I guess I can also do the 1-2 punch of Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. I haven't really watched
Marbles.
either of them in several years, but I do listen to Distractable.
I still watch them.
I have not missed an episode of Distractable. That is my method of consuming Mark's content these days. Well, I mean, I've got like PewDiePie. Everyone knows PewDiePie.
Love PewDiePie.
Rubber Ross, Rubber Ninja. Yep. I'll say it. Super Mega. Super Mega was a good one.
Come back.
Please come back.
I miss you. We miss you.
Yeah. The Completionist. I like Gerard. He's a great guy. He when I was selling my merch to make some money when I needed it, he paid me to keep some merch. He saw my posts on Reddit, and that was really cool of him. So I believe he's a good dude.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that.
I wouldn't vouch for anyone's character on YouTube that I don't know personally, but
Yeah.
he did help me when I was in a hard time, so I feel a little more comfortable saying I think he has a good heart. I've got the Matt Pat's channels. I know a lot of people love to hate on Matt Pat,
Wait, what?
but I think he's super harmless and sometimes thought-provoking. I like him. I like him.
Wait, people hate on Matt Pat?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, why? That's news to me.
I I mean, there's a few reasons, but nothing that's actually like worth
Harping over.
just delving into right now. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's some stuff that was a bit more valid than other stuff, but it's not like he's done anything like horrible.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that people hated on the dude.
People, honestly, I think people mostly hate him because they think he's cringe. So there's that. Yeah. The needle drop. Yeah. Shout out Fantano in here.
Wait, he didn't even make it on your top 5?
Did not make it on my top 5.
Oh shit! I thought he was. Okay, well,
Nope.
there goes what I had in mind.
But yeah, so that'll video game Donkey. I'll shout out Donkey as if he needs it. But yeah, okay. That's gonna be my honorable mentions.
Nice.
I mean, I might be forgetting something. I'm sure there's like a few channels that I watch every now and then that I never just hit that subscribe button on.
Yeah.
Because I am stingy with the subscribe button. But yeah, I guess we'll get into the list unless you wanted to mention some honorable mentions.
Well, you mentioned a few people that I had on my honorable mentions, so I won't mention those. But I guess I'll shout out Mr. GG. He cool. He really talks about pretty much anything, and but mostly as of recent, he's been talking about some cool horror movies. Also, shout out to a newest channel that I found like I think almost a year ago. HT Hayes. He's a music reviewer, and he's live on Twitch, and he's really cool. I found him. He randomly came up on my recommended, and I decided to check him out. And he's really cool and really funny. Also Anthony Padilla. I really like his content. Been a big fan of him since I was younger, back in the Smosh days. And I like his solo content that he does with the sitting down with certain people and just talking and having conversations with them one-on-one. I find that to be really enjoyable, and I think he's a really great interviewer when he has those guests on and asks some like really good questions and stuff like that. Also Ready to Glare. She's another commentary YouTuber who talks about pretty much anything that's happening within the community or anything like that. Highly suggest to check her out if you're interested in that. She's really good at breaking down things and stuff like that. Also, Amanda the Jedi. I like her. She's a movie commentator. I like her. She randomly came up on my recommended a couple of years ago, and I thought she was really cool, really funny with her, how she does her videos and stuff like that. So, yeah, I guess that's my honorable mentions of people.
Dank.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess you can go first.
You want me to go first? Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Number 5. I can't imagine I'm going to have a whole lot to say about any channel. To be clear. But my number 5, I do enjoy all these channels quite a bit. Number 5 for me is Naked Jakey, the Naked Jacob.
Hey.
Yeah, he's one of those that rarely uploads. He's been a bit more consistent in the last few. This year, he's been a bit more consistent, like uploading every couple months or so.
Mm-hmm.
But he's gone some long stretches without an upload, and yeah.
Yeah, he does.
I appreciate his content quite a lot. No matter what he talks about, he's really one of those channels that it's cool that it popped off because he kind of, is passionate about little silly things that most people won't care about, but he's like entertaining enough as a personality that people come for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, his most recent video is NPCs in video games.
Oh yeah.
And I know he's done like moms in video games, dads in video games, dogs in video games. He mostly talks about just like the stuff in video games that most people don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also, some of my favorites were when he talks about just real life stuff, and he has kind of the same stylistic approach to it. Just the yoga ball and the snappy editing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the ones that he did on online dating, especially.
Oh yeah, those ones are good.
And then he's done a few like longer winded like critiques of some pretty popular games, and those are pretty great too. So I like a lot of what he has to offer, whether it's goofy or just some fun, or if it's a real critique or whatever he's up to. I like it.
Yeah.
Naked Jacob. He's great.
Yeah, he is.
That's it.
Okay, so my number 5 will be Kendall Ray. I really like her. If you don't know who she is a true crime. She does true crime, and she's not one of those people that are like weird about it. She actually is very respectful, and she actually works and talks about cases that are like don't get into the public eye a lot, and she works with the families personally and stuff like that. So depending on which case she talks about, I know a couple videos ago she actually worked with the family, but yeah, she's actually really great with that. She's not like one of those weirdos, but yeah, I really like her. She's very, like I was saying, she's very respectful when it comes to talking about the case. She's very informative and brings a whole bunch of sides into what she's talking about. And yeah, I randomly found her, I think like back in 2016 or 2017. And that was like way before like she was doing some other content. Like she was kind of popping off like with some conspiracy theory videos, and then she like started delving into true crime, and yeah, and like now she's kind of like one of the biggest within the true crime community. She kind of is like very well known, but I like the fact that she works with the families personally and very respectful with it, and she does a lot of proceeds and donations, depending, like she'll donate most of the profits that she makes from her videos to those sorts of things. So yeah, she's great, she's awesome, I really like her. And she also has like her own podcast that she like does with her husband, and does a whole bunch of other stuff too that's also really great as well. But yeah, Kendall Ray, my number 5.
Kendall Jenner, awesome.
Oh my god, no. Not a fucking Kardashian.
All right. Dank.
Yeah.
I guess my number 4 then.
Yep.
I got Cat Icarus here at number 4.
Wait, who?
Another boy who doesn't upload very often at all, but every video is a goddamn banger. Yeah, no, it's pretty crazy what he makes, but there's a reason that he also uploads every 3 to 4 months these days. Honestly, I do miss his old shit. I know he hates his old shit, but he used to upload a lot more often, and they were shorter videos.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of when I found him, and I love that kind of schedule, but he got burnout and also wasn't happy with the quality of it. So I guess I'm just crazy because I thought it was pretty great. But But yeah, to get on to what he's been doing the past few years, every video these days is like over an hour, and it's tightly scripted, tightly edited. It's like a ADD cartoon where there's like 10 jokes per minute or something.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. It's undeniable the amount of effort that goes into it. The topics are he kind of makes every video the blank world of blank. And yeah, so last one was the scary world of viral YouTube horror games, and we watched that one. And before that, it was the rip-off world of Crash Bandicoot merchandise. And the insane world of video game commercials. So, yeah, just pick something and runs with it, kind of like Nakey Jakey.
Yeah.
And then makes a crazy-ass video about it. And I'm glad that he's he's doing pretty well. He's doubled in size as far as subscribers since I found him. It took a while, but I'm happy for him. And the views aren't suffering at all. He
That's
good. Does great with views. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, with that kind of broad brush of the blank world of blank, he gets to kind of do whatever he wants without feeling too restricted, and you know, you'll never know what you're gonna get thrown at you in any one video. I guess I'll leave it there. I love what he does. I was supporting him on Patreon for like 5 years.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you mentioned him to me before.
Yeah, we watched the viral video one together.
Yeah.
The viral video games one.
Yeah, that was a good video.
Yeah. All right. I guess you're number 4 then.
Okay, so my number 4 is a guy. His name is Dylan is Not in Trouble. He's a movie commentator. I found him randomly on my recommended about 5 years ago, and I was like, who the hell is this white boy? And I decided to check him out, and actually thought his videos were pretty funny, so I kind of like binge watched at least like a few of his videos that he had. I think at that point he had like 3 or 4 videos out, and I was like, okay, binge them all. And I had no idea that was his second channel, because I guess he had another channel and he did like music reviews and was talking about music and stuff like that. But I guess how he started out with that channel that I found was he was doing a series called Until I Hate Myself, where he would watch a movie, and until he cringed and he hated himself for it because of how bad the movie was, he would stop the movie. Well, it kind of blew up, and he like kind of focused on that channel and then stopped doing his main channel, which was his music reviews, and just stuck with the movie commentaries and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been around watching him for 5 years with that, and he's actually like really funny and everything like that. I know he gets a lot of hate because with some of the movies that he'll watch, like he's not like your typical movie commentator. Like, he doesn't really tend to like talk about what's happening within the movie or stuff. He does sometimes, but he's not serious about it. He just likes to have like a fun time. He likes to make jokes and here and there, and like sometimes people will get upset at him that he's like not talking about the movie in a respectful way or anything like that. But I find it's redundant and kind of dumb, because like not everything with that has to be serious. Because if you want that type of tone, then go watch other people who actually do that. But anyways, yeah, no, I like him. He's really funny. And yeah, I mean, I don't that's pretty much all I gotta say.
All right, Nick is not green, everybody. That's what you said, right?
No, I said Dylan's not in trouble. Not Nick is not green.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Dylan's
right.
in trouble.
Is not in trouble.
No, is in trouble. My bad.
Is in trouble.
Yeah, Dylan is in trouble. Not in trouble, but he is in trouble. Yeah, my bad.
Dylan is not green. Okay.
No.
Shrek is green.
Shrek is green. I love Shrek. My favorite ogre.
Okay.
Anyways.
Number 3. Well, so here it is. Here it is, Lauren.
What?
Good Mythical Morning.
Ooh.
My number 3.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, everyone knows Good Mythical Morning.
yeah.
Everyone knows Rhett and Link. The boys, the
Yep,
dads
Link,
of YouTube.
my favorite twink.
There's you're not alone.
You know.
I'm a more recent addition, technically, because they have been a part of my daily routine, more or less,
Yep.
since 2019. Which, that's pretty late to the game.
Wait,
why was I so late
shit.
to the game? Because I always got the wrong vibe from their thumbnails. And just clips I would see. Up until I guess I decided to really give them a shot. I totally thought they were one of the more sensational kind of corporate type of YouTube channels.
Oh, that's what you thought. Interesting.
Yeah, it seemed all too I don't know. I was gonna say targeted. Just too corporate for me, I guess. Which I still agree, from the outside it does look like that.
Yeah.
Especially with all the catering to the algorithm that they do take part in, with the thumbnails and the clickbait titles and the soy face and whatever they do. But yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised when I was I think I'd watched H3 do a pizza taste test or something,
Mm-hmm.
and it put me in the mood to watch people do that. And I knew that Good Mythical Morning was kind of known for doing shit like that. And then so I that was a specific type of video I was in the mood for.
Yeah.
I wanted to see people do blind taste tests and see if they could guess what place they're eating from. Just the type of thing I wanted to see. So I watched their whole playlist of that, and then I was just kind of found myself with a totally different perspective on what their content was, and then started watching their other shit, and then started watching it every day, and then I saw them live, and they were some of the most kind of genuine YouTuber people, or just celebrity people that I met. They were super nice and whatnot in the few seconds I got to talk to them. And yeah, so needless to say, I haven't missed a Good Mythical Morning video in 4 years. I've also caught a lot of their podcasts over that time, and I feel like I can say they're despite their image from the outside, they're some of the most genuine and good people on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I love them for it. And I went to Mythicon, which was super expensive, but it was an experience.
Yeah.
And just love them dudes.
They've been on YouTube for a long time.
Yep. I don't watch Good Mythical More. I don't know the percentage. I assume most Mythical Beasts watch both. I just watched Morning, and then I like the podcast, Ear Biscuits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't ramble more on that. You can go. Number 3.
Okay, so my number 3 is these two guys, and their channel name is the Movie Buds. I randomly came across them again. They popped up on my recommended randomly, and I decided to check them out. And they're both from Australia, which is actually really cool. And I think the first video that I saw of them, they did their movie commentary channel, and they did Bride of Chucky. And obviously, I've talked about that movie. It's one of my favorites, and Chucky is one of my favorite horror franchises. So decided to watch, and I actually liked the vibe of them. Some of their earlier videos, though, that was like an earlier video of theirs, and obviously they kind of talked about how they don't like their earlier videos because of how they find it to be cringe. But aside from, I didn't feel that way when watching, but I actually just liked them just sitting down and just two friends, literally two buds, and just watching a movie, and that's pretty much what they do. And they actually do focus on what the point of the movie is. It's just like they're normal guys, and they're not like rude, or they're not like really weird or creepy or anything, depending on what the movie is and what that subject is going for in that movie that they're watching. They're actually very real, and I appreciate that, and I like that. It's just like I feel like they're kind of in a way, just like I could be friends with them in a way, because that's what it feels like. We're all just buds, just watching a movie together. But yeah, no, they're actually like really cool guys, and yeah, they're from Australia, and they've kind of grown since I first found them, which is actually nice. And I kind of wish a lot more people start actually wanting to watch them. I hope more people find them and actually enjoy their content, because they're actually like really cool guys. But yeah, that's my number 3, the Movie Buds. So
Right,
yeah.
the Movie Buds.
Oh my god.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, my number 2 then. I also got a movie guy. You know who? It's YMS.
Woo.
Who these days is just YMS. He changed the name. For a long time, it was yourmoviesucks.org.
Yep.
The first time I read that, I thought it was do.org.
Oh god.
And I was confused. So the first video I saw from YMS was also pretty late. Because it was his Slenderman review in 2019.
Oh, what the hell?
Because I was not really a movie person until the last handful of years.
Mm.
And I truly believe getting into his channel alone made me think much more critically about film, and inspired me to check out a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have otherwise. So
That's
very,
cool.
very thankful for that. And yeah, I don't know. I know some people will think, I'm pretty sure he gets hate for being too negative.
Yeah.
And I personally don't agree with that as a criticism, because I think dude always has he can always make his critiques make sense to me. Which might not be the same for some others who will think he's nitpicking or this or that, but he's very articulate in a way that I can understand where he's coming from, whether or not I agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, same. I may not agree with everything that he says, but depending if he hates a movie that I like or whatever, he explains it in a way to where he'll mention like what he didn't like about the movie, and I'm just like, oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. And actually, yeah, no, that actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And in that way, yeah, he's helped me realize what does not work for me in a lot of ways in movies. Because there are a lot of like tropes or like little things in TV shows and movies and stuff that I kind of just brushed off growing up, where I would just like not really like something and like it would kind of nag at me, but I'd just be, oh, that's just how TV shows are or whatever, or that's just how writing is, and I didn't know how to think critically about what I was watching, or nor did I realize that there's stuff out there of quality that's so high that it would change my mind.
Yeah.
About the lot of shit that we get from Hollywood, or just from, the film world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, another one where I don't want to ramble too long, but definitely one of the most impactful to my like life, which sounds weird to say, but just because movies have become a pretty big part of my life.
Yeah.
And I've been able to connect with art in different ways because I've been able to develop my own critical perspective that will clash with his, especially more recently sometimes, but I appreciate kind of opening my mind to what works and doesn't work for me.
And I think that's a good thing, because I mean, that's normal. You're not going to be able to agree with him on everything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I guess, I'd probably have like, it's probably like a channel I could ramble on for like an hour, but for the sake of this, I won't. So you can do your number 2.
Okay, so my number 2 is Dead Meat and Title Card. Not if you know, you know. I love Dead Meat. I've been watching them, I think, since 2017, 2018. They again, just one of their videos just randomly popped up in my recommended, and I decided to check them out. And I instantly thought like it was really cool. If you don't know who Dead Meat is, it's what's his face? Oh no.
David Dobrik.
No, not David. I'm blanking, but it's blanking on his name. James A. Janice. Yes, James A. Janice and his wife Chelsea, and it's both of them. He's the main and he's the front and center, but she's the one that writes the script and everything. There's a bunch of other people behind the scenes too, like their friends and stuff, and they go over horror movies, and they talk about the kills in the movies, and they tally up the kill counts, and they also kind of go behind the scenes, how the movie's made, and like brings all this kind of cool stuff front and center within the movie and everything like that. It's actually a lot of fun, and if you're in the horror community or just a fan of horror, you know who they are. They're a really great and awesome channel. And just I love them. They're great. I love the content that they do. It's always awesome. It's always really cool, nice, and refreshing to enjoy. And I don't really have. I'm gonna have to stop myself because I'll start rambling about how good their channel is. But I love them. They're great. And yeah. I also really enjoy listening to their podcast as well. But yeah.
But so dead meat.
Dead meat. Yeah.
I don't have a joke for that one.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, number one, it's H3.
Ooh, I
H3
knew it.
podcast.
I knew it.
Because, like, why wouldn't I put them at number one? I watch every episode. Like, so they're like GMM in that I've watched every episode with very few exceptions since 2020.
Damn.
Since the pandemic.
Late.
Well, since like kind of late in the pandemic. Before that, I'd catch episodes here and there, but I didn't really get it. I don't know. It wasn't really my thing. And
Oh, how times have changed because now it is.
because nowadays?
No, I said now they are. Like, they are your thing.
Oh,
That's
well,
what I was meaning.
yeah, but even as someone who doesn't miss uploads really
Mm-hmm.
this far into it, because now it has been like 3 years, and if you're familiar with their upload schedule, that is impressive that I haven't missed much over that over 3 years.
Yeah, no.
Because they are indeed a channel where if you fall behind like a week,
You're fucked.
depending on your schedule, you might be fucked. Yeah,
That happened to me.
and you're probably gonna give up because it's such a fast moving
Mhm.
kind of ever changing atmosphere, I guess, on the H3 podcast. It's notorious for being one of the hardest like channels to get into if you're not already into it, because you won't understand shit if you just pick an episode and watch it. It's so like built for people who are already into it, which is why if I didn't get into it when I did, I probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And the only reason I was able to is because it was right when they went on their Christmas break in 2020, and it was 2020, and I had no roommate, no like friends or anything to do.
Yeah.
And so I just started going. I watched Frenemies, and I was like, shit, that's entertaining. So I watched all the Frenemies, and then it was kind of like the GMM thing where I ran out of the thing that I was there for. And then I just started, I'll check out After Dark. Like, I'll just check out the other videos.
Yeah.
And then I checked out, like, Content Court. And then I checked out, back then, it was just called H3 Podcast. I didn't have all these shows yet.
Yeah.
So I just basically got caught up with, like, the last month or two of the material that was out at that time. And I got in on all, like, the memes. And then when they came back, I was, like, primed to understand the show. And yeah, since then I haven't missed anything except I don't watch Leftovers anymore. I quit watching Leftovers about like 10 episodes in because like the political stuff isn't really always what I want to listen to. I like the amount of politics you get on the normal show, which is like kind of kept to a minimum. That's just my personal preference for my YouTube viewing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I've missed a few of the members' live episodes, but I also listened to those for like the first 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
I missed a few because I fell kind of behind, and I know especially with those members episodes, they're very topical. Like if you miss it, there's really not a reason to go back.
Yeah.
If you just like read the subreddit, you'll see the highlights of it, and then you can just watch the next real episode. And yeah, so that's that. I just skip Leftovers pretty much. So I watched The episodes are now usually about 4 hours, 3 times a week. So it's a lot to keep up with. It's like GMM hard mode for sure.
Yep.
And I do it. And I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. If it keeps going like this for like several years and they don't change the upload schedule, then I'm sure I'll fall out of it at some point. But as it is, it's still going strong. I'm going to the live show next month, so. And I've been at every live show, and I've been at most of Zach's live shows. The Sound Lad, who does rock concerts in LA. So, yeah, I'm committed.
Yeah, you are.
I got the H3 cards. I never got the butthole candle, unfortunately, but I want it. You don't know about that?
You remember I fell
that's
off.
old memes. That's old memes.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, oh, yeah, no.
It was to combat the vaginal candle.
Yeah.
Not to combat it, but it was to meme on it. I wanted that thing. That thing sold out immediately. Twice.
Yeah, didn't it?
And now they're talking about bringing it back.
Yeah,
and
it sold out within 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know I won't miss it if it comes back. So we might have a butthole candle in this house soon.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no, I never really got it. I watched the one episode of Leftovers. I automatically clicked out of 10 minutes. Because, I used to be really into, like, that, like, back when I was in high school, watching all, like, political shit and everything like that. But, I kind of got tired of that very quickly just because it burned me out and then also just got me very fucking pissed off. So, I don't really watch that stuff anymore. But,
same, I just want to...
I don't... Yeah, that's like
I know they get a lot of shit for not talking about goofs anymore because a lot of it is just, like, drama and stuff, but it's stuff that really is just kind of a distraction, and it's kind of, like, usually funny or stupid, and it's, like, it's fun to just listen to me. But, like, yeah, real, like, politics that have stakes and whatnot is just kind of too stressful.
Yeah, I know.
I'd rather just listen to the dumb shit and yeah.
Wish they would bring back Frenemies, but we know it ain't gonna never happen. That was goated.
Oh yeah, Frenemies was great.
That was their goal. I'm sorry, but I'm in that camp of that was their golden era. Frenemies was the shit. And I'm not the biggest fan of Trisha Paytas at all, but Ethan's and Trisha's dynamic was really great. It reminds me of you and I. just me not being as horrible and toxic as Trisha. But yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what it was that worked so much about Frenemies. It seemed like
there was so much charm with that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would definitely say I'm not a fan of Trisha now, but they effectively made a lot of us fans of her, which was a pretty big feat.
Yeah.
Then she fucked it up.
Yep.
But
damn pizza. But
yeah. But anyway, yeah, I like the whole cast and crew, whatever you want to call it. And Dan
and AB, my fave.
They're all pretty great. Dan, AB, Zach,
and Olivia.
Ian is fucking hilarious. Ian's all like, he didn't come to mind immediately because he's always hiding, but yeah, he's the GOAT. And yeah, I know there's others. I was just I didn't feel I needed to name every single person.
No, you're good. But
yeah. Oh, I also have the signed Frenemies hoodie.
Yeah, you do.
Signed by the whole cast except Love. I need to get it signed by Love. And if I ever meet Trisha. No, I'm joking.
Would she even sign it though?
Dude, it's Trisha Paytas. I'm pretty sure she would.
Who knows? She might start cussing you out.
I guess I don't know, but like I just feel like she's the type that would.
Who knows, honestly. I don't.
Maybe I would get a video of her signing it, and it would go on the subreddit, and it would bring them back together somehow.
Uh,
Duh. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say personal note again, because I mentioned with Gerard earlier, the completionist.
mhm.
Yeah, I got Ethan helped me pay for my cat's surgery after I felt very awkward asking him for money on the members live stream, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but it changed a life here, and I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah.
So I want to mention it. I think Ethan's a genuinely good dude, and so even if I don't watch him someday or whatever stupid shit he'll say, I mean, he could end up doing something genuinely terrible, I guess. Like, I'm not saying anyone's immune to doing that, but
Yeah.
it would probably take a lot for me to turn on Ethan. I think he's a genuinely good person, good heart, for how controversial he is and for how much people just don't like him. I don't think I'm ever not going to like Ethan personally.
Yeah.
You know, with all the necessary cautions.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm going to put that out there. I've got faith in him. All right. That's that. That one was a little personal, so took a little longer. But that was my number one. So now it's on to your number one, and then we're done.
Yeah. My number one, to you probably shouldn't come to a surprise either.
No.
But it's his name is Cody Leach.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found him again, randomly. Little backstory. I just got done watching Cult of Chucky, and I thought it was I had mixed feelings about it. And so the next day I hop into my YouTube and I see this guy talking about it. And I was like,
YouTube listened.
yeah, he popped up on my recommended, and I was like, oh shit, a guy who's talking about Chucky. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I go check it out, and right off the bat, I automatically agreed with his review.
You chuck it out.
He hated it. He didn't like it, and he brought up some very interesting points. And that was 6 years ago, and since then, I have not missed. It's kind of like you with H3, how you don't miss a single video of theirs. It's kind of me with his videos. I have not missed a single video of his. Yeah, since from then on 6 years ago, I like binged watch, because at that point he was reviewing all the Chucky movies. So I decided to watch that. I binge watched the hell out of those videos, and I was watching a bunch of other videos. And yes, since then, he's kind of grown a lot in the horror community and everything like that. He's really good. He's very polarizing, I guess, to some people, because he he's very vocal about his opinions, which I appreciate, and everything like that. Like, I know a lot of Michael Myers / Halloween fans got really mad at him back in 2018 when he said that movie like wasn't the greatest, and a bunch of he got a lot of hate for it. So he's always he's that type of person where he'll just give out his opinion and people will get pissed off and everything. But I appreciate the fuck out of that, because yeah, I'm kind of the same way. But yeah, no, he's really cool. I really like him. Yeah, I just really like how honest and how straightforward he is with his opinions. I tend to agree with his movie reviews a lot. Not all the time, but for the most part, I tend to do. But obviously when I don't agree with him, I do like I do like his opinion, depending, because he'll mention something that I didn't really notice or anything like that, or just something that just never came to mind, and I'm just like, you know what? Okay, fair and whatever. But yeah, no, I think he's awesome, and hopefully, to see him gain a lot more subscribers and everything like that, because I think he deserves it. He's really cool. But yeah, that's my number one, Cody Leach. But yeah.
Cody Lee.
Oh my god.
That wasn't a joke. That was just dumb.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right. We did it.
Yeah, that's our top 5 of our YouTubers.
And now my favorite,
What?
Gus Johnson. No, I'm just kidding.
Oof.
I'm just kidding. I
yeah.
kid.
I kid.
Yeah, no. That's the lists.
Yeah, that's
And I'm tired. It's late.
yeah.
Gonna be 2:30 here soon.
Oh jeez.
So it's time for the bed. And
Yep.
then we'll come back and talk at you next week about something else.
Yeah.
Um
We don't know what our next episode's gonna be unless.
No, but I know we're getting close here to Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Hang on. If I just count Sundays, I can figure it out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 10, 11, 12. Oh, yeah. Okay. I believe next week is our Christmas episode. I could be wrong.
Okay.
But that should make it, at least a little easier to come up with something to do because it'll be Christmas themed.
Yeah. Whoop whoop.
And if I'm wrong, then the week later will be Christmas themed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Let's do it. We'll see you next week on Christmas Eve, I think.
Yeah. See you later.
Night.
Bye.